Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Ragnarok Total War here with what hopefully is going to be the final part to this Rome 2 series playing as Egypt, but more realistically, probably we've got maybe one more stream after this, but we'll see. I mean, if we take a look at the overall campaign map, things are looking pretty good, and once these armies finish up here in the Far East, we should start pushing through some of this territory relatively quickly. The big question is just, you know, how much we want to lean on the auto-resolve, because that will definitely speed things along if we auto-resolve more than normal. And yeah, if you guys are wondering why we're not playing the 10 times chaos campaign today, I just wanted a little break from it, to be honest. It was, yeah, a little bit of a grind yesterday playing that, and I just figured, why don't we take a break and play a little bit of Rome 2, which is a lot more relaxed and different sort of pace. So what I'm thinking is down here that we're gonna probably disband a couple armies, because I've still got stacks in this campaign of some of the really early units, and I'm thinking that maybe we'll disband some of them and start recruiting some more Doom stacks. I think I'm gonna work towards the skirmisher camp because I don't know, the archers, just having archers in the armies just gives so much more flexibility and versatility for the armies. So that's very loosely what we've got planned today. Plenty of construction and building to do. Actually, I should have scanned the map a little bit before we started things off, but we're gonna aim to go for about 4 hours again today and just try and get as much of this campaign finished off as possible. This province should be good to build here. Just be careful where I really want to get these and we've got heaps and heaps of places to build. Alright, that's enough spending for the moment. So I think we're at the beginning of the turn, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember where we left off last time when we were playing this, to be honest. Alright, we're bringing you guys over here.
As you request.
Shoot, I'm actually surprised that we didn't get attacked here, to be honest. I remember in the end turn there were armies over here, and it did not look like a great situation for us to be in. What does this do? Dang Quang Trong says Guten Morgen. So I think good morning. I think. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to Rome 2. What does this do? Plus 3 authority, plus 5 melee attack. Is there anything else in here that's any good for these guys? I know they changed this stuff a little bit. Plus 2 authority, plus 2 morale for all units faction wide after successful assassination. Heroic, I don't like the negative campaign movement range for the agent, though negative campaign movement agent shouldn't affect the army. I don't think it should anyway. Plus one army recruitment capacity. Dag says haven't seen Rome 2 vanilla for ages. Ah, cool. Yeah, I fire up the old Rome 2 every now and again. And yeah, I enjoy it, though I'm starting a little bit to see some of the faults that Legend has, as far as I'm gonna give him this one. Actually, no, that's not gonna really help the army. Decisions. But a lot of people, dang, have actually been requesting. Screw it, we'll just go with that. I have been requesting Divide ad Impera, which hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, I'll be playing maybe on Friday, I think, is when we potentially get that campaign on the go. So, which I'm really looking forward to. We're going to be playing as Macedon, so should be a good time. You know what, in fact, let's send you to scout ahead, yeah. Ooh, la la, they're actually suffering attrition. Ain't that some shit? So what we could do, we could circle the garrison, or we can surround the garrison, though this is still a little bit risky, because these guys have more elite troops than we do. Wow, Friday is seemed to be suitable. Good. Yeah, well, if everything goes, so what day is today? Today is Wednesday. I'm hoping that this will be finished up today, but I mean, if it's not, it shouldn't affect anything. But tomorrow, what we should do is we should be. Oh shit, you cheeky! Oh man, tell me he's got enough movement to get over there. Though, oh man, he does, but the problem is we're not going to get reinforcements from the other army. God damn. Macedon, wow, you sure love challenge. Yeah, it's I have a feeling that this time I'm with Divide, with DEI, that I may be in over my head. There's a really good possibility that things might go a bit sideways. But we'll see. You know, who knows? Ah, man. What do we have here?
How can I assist Pharaoh?
Should have maybe let these guys, Alright, the auto result is actually giving us pretty good odds. Probably should have let them suffer a little bit more attrition. I think they're out of food is the issue here for these guys, is why they're suffering attrition. I probably should have waited another turn and let them suffer a bit more attrition rather than pushing forward. These armies aren't exactly the most versatile, but they can out-skirmish us, but we've got the range advantage here for sure with the artillery. So I think we just sort of let them come to us, and oh my goodness, now that this is what I call high ground. Look at this, holy shit. I don't think this is ridiculous. I'm gonna put one artillery right at the top there.
Understood.
What is this Egyptian unit? Is this elite unit or Pharaoh? So this is definitely not elite unit. These are like the dirt cheap units. Just this is one of my armies that ended up pushing across Africa, the coast of Africa. And where I built my sort of main recruitment area is further east near I'm trying to think here the name of the province, but it's in between Jerusalem and Egypt. Just east of Egypt. So what had happened in this campaign is I had a couple of armies that were pushing across Africa, and then they just ended up going into Spain, and I just never bothered to build another recruitment area. And yeah, we've essentially got a bunch of cheap stacks that are over here in yeah, now we're invading England. So I believe we're fighting the Iceni here, if I'm not mistaken. But that's essentially what happens. Sorry, that wasn't the smoothest
Melee infantry ready.
of
We
explanations.
understand.
But essentially, yeah, like
Egyptian infantry!
there's no global recruitment in Rome 2. No global recruitment in Rome 2. So that's another. We'll just keep you in reserve up here just in case somebody gets behind. But I don't think that will be the case. Yeah, so no global recruitment actually. Let's put the elephants there.
Egyptian
And we'll
infantry!
put you in the center. No global recruitment. I'm planning actually
War
today,
elephants.
if things go
Hold this
well,
formation.
that we'll maybe
Egyptian
disband some of
infantry!
these cheap armies and
formation.
start building a couple more doom
Stand
stacks.
formation! Ballista!
But yeah, it kind of depends on how things go.
We will put that to the test.
Dang says, which is sad. Yeah, it's sad, but I mean,
Spear and arrow, and teach them
kind of
the
makes sense that
meaning
there's
of
no
fear.
global recruitment, I
We
guess,
make
like.
them fear us.
But I mean, like, when I play as Rome, what I like to do is I like to build a barracks in every major settlement because it gives you an additional little bit of an additional garrison. So it's much easier to protect those main settlements. Sort of like the provincial capitals is what I mean. So I build a garrison in each provincial capital, which gives you a little bit of extra defense, and then at the same time, it allows you to recruit your armies anywhere. Like you can get you don't have to necessarily worry about your elite troops. Whereas in this campaign, the direction I went was to just try and put economic buildings in those main settlements. Those provincial settlements. I didn't beef up the garrison, and I made just one single main recruitment area. Actually, I think there's a second recruitment area in the far east that I needed just because I needed the archers to take on the horse archers that are over there. But yeah, essentially, like, it's usually sound strategy to build all of your recruitment buildings in the same area, because there's buildings that you can build that give additional bonuses and things like that for that recruitment area. So but it's nice to have the flexibility to be able to build units anywhere, which building the additional barracks would give you. But yeah, anyway, that's long story short, I guess. Dang says Elephant is the single entity monster in Rome 2. Awesome unit. Definitely agree with you here. The war elephants are freaking amazing. Though the war elephants are a little bit squishier than the armored war elephants. And the thing that you really got to be careful about with these guys is just the javelins. You just gotta keep an eye out for javelins, because they can take them down pretty quickly. Yeah, we're starting a little early today, which is good, which means I can probably finish up earlier and get to bed a little bit earlier than I have been. But I don't usually like to. I usually like to wait until Legend is finished doing his stream before I start streaming. But anyway, it's all good. Sotora says live. All right. So actually, I pronounced that Sotora. I'm gonna actually give up. That's, I don't know. But yeah, even though these are like dirt cheap units, very low tier, the thing that actually makes them viable, even in this sort of like little bit of a later stage of the campaign, is the fact that they're carrying javelins. Because the javelins can even take on, can help out with
Infantry at your command.
the higher tier units, right? So
We are at your command.
so it makes them a little bit more viable, even though, you know, they're still pretty
At your
weak.
command.
All right, let's move up a little bit.
War elephants.
And actually, let's start focusing down.
Melee infantry ready. Egyptian infantry.
Get the elephants involved too.
Ready your weapons.
Egyptian infantry!
For Pharaoh.
Let's actually focus down the
Ready! Yes, sir. Field artillery!
slingers. What I'm trying to say. So Tara Toa says good enough. It's a Finnish name, so hard to pronounce. Ah, cool. I've actually visited Finland a few years ago. I was there for, God, of all things, it's kind of embarrassing, but I went there for
War elephants.
the first ever Clash Con, I think it was called, for Clash of Clans. Years ago, I used to run a clan, and yeah, went to Finland to play a little bit of Clash of Clans. But yeah, the first ever Clash Con was in Helsinki. Really enjoyed my time when I was there, even though, yeah, there's some personal stuff going on in my life that kind of had me a little bit upset. But aside from that, it was a really great time. Really enjoyed it. Love to go back and visit again. Dang says, so have you tried the Orbis graphic mod? I have not. I haven't yet. Yeah, just through the week my schedule is pretty tight, so I don't get a whole lot of time to... I don't get a ton of time to sort of test things out and mess around. Yeah, just the schedule is a little bit tight, but before I start the DEI, we'll definitely try out Orbis graphic mod. So Terra Toa says, oh sweet, was it winter or summer? It was actually fall when I was there. I believe it was in October. Pretty sure it was in October, like early or mid-October. So it was a little bit chilly, but still nice enough that, you know, you could walk around and explore a little bit. But I feel like probably the climate in Finland is probably pretty similar to the climate here
Ready
in
for further orders.
here in Canada. I had to be honest.
At once. I live to serve
boom.
Pharaoh.
Go campaign movement.
Victory!
Alright, good. So one army taken care of. This is going to be, even though we've got them outnumbered here, it's still going to be a little bit of a bitch. What do we got available for mercenary here? Is Britain Scout Riders. Got archers available as well. Mercenary Spirit Band. Thinking that maybe we merge a few of these guys. Merge these up. And then pick up, actually let's merge another one. And just pick up a couple of mercenaries. I mean, it's not like money is an issue at the moment. And these scout riders will give us a little bit more flexibility. Actually, what's the... that is kind of expensive for scout cavalry, but it should be fine. Boom, boom, boom. Callum White, what's up, man? How's it going? I'm good. I'm good. Hope you're well too. All right, let's go for it. So Tarwata says, yeah, really similar. I always thought that what countries I would want to live besides Finland, and thought Canada. I need 4 seasons. Also enjoy winter. Yeah, I enjoy winter too, most of the time. But sometimes it you know, can be tough. But I love the winter sports. The winter sports are a lot of fun, which is good. But I really want to. I'd love to visit Iceland. To be honest, I don't know if that's somewhere you'd be interested in visiting as well. But just I feel like probably very similar sort of like political ideals and stuff like that, and very similar social structure, I guess, if that makes sense. Whereabouts are reinforcements coming in? But obviously the climate in Finland probably a little bit cooler than or sorry, the climate in Iceland probably a little bit cooler than Finland and Canada. Column says, not much, just keep on missing the streams because of my night cycle. Yeah, no, that's all good, man. You're English time zone, right? So yeah, I mean, ideally I'd like to be streaming earlier, but the trouble is, like, I mean, there's the trouble is I'm at work most days, and the days that I'm off work, I just find that it's I would rather not stream when Legend is streaming, just because I feel like content wise Legend's gonna put out obviously like a more experienced and better product, and he's gonna draw a bigger audience than I am. So I don't want to try and compete with Legend during the same time frame. So it kind of comes down to either starting the stream before Legend starts or right after, and usually before Legend gets started. I have a hard time getting up that early, but I mean, ideally I'd like to be streaming a little bit earlier, but I don't know, who knows. If things go well and the channel picks up some momentum, maybe in the future we can start doing like 2 streams, maybe one in the morning and then one in the evening, that kind of thing. But I think that's a long way off before we can consider doing anything like that, most likely. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun, because we could maybe do historical streams in the morning, and then fantasy like Warhammer in the evening or something along those lines. So Tortoa says minus typos are right on the phone. And Jasper, good evening, welcome. Finland Ice Hockey Champs 2019 to 21. Oh man, you know what? I'm a big fan of the Finnish hockey, to be honest. I mean, like, I'm a hockey fan. Like, even though, like, I'm Canadian at heart, or well, like Canadian, obviously I cheer for the Canadian teams, but I do cheer for the some of the other teams on occasion. And some of your big superstars have played for my favorite hockey team in the NHL, the Montreal Canadiens. Saku Koivu, one of my favorite hockey players of all time. And then we've got the young guy now who is looking like he's going to be a real stud in Jasper Kokonemi, which yeah, so yeah, big fan of the Finnish hockey guys. So Torotoa says I would love to visit Iceland too. Yeah, man. I've heard it's beautiful there. +2. I don't know if you're familiar with Snorri Sturluson, the Icelandic Viking poet and storyteller. But I believe that his home, where he lived, is like a historic site or something to that effect in Iceland, that you can go visit it, because I believe he was also governor or something of Iceland. I'm not sure. These guys are we're gonna get fucked up here a little bit, I think. Scout riders, damn it, these guys come over here and get involved. Callum White says lifetime comes first, and also says sounds great, I hope to see it. Yeah, man, me too. Yeah, I mean, the whole YouTube channel thing, it's a long-term thing, so we'll see where it goes. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy the hobby and just keep having fun doing the streams and playing Total War. Oh, turn around. Turn around. Let's get our scouts over here. Yeah, you know what? I should have set this army up closer to the rest of our forces. Obviously. Because they've emptied out the garrison here and are really messing us up. Probably shouldn't be worrying about this side so much. Should be managing things over here. Yeah, we're a little bit outclassed here infantry-wise. Alright, good. Even though they're more damaged than we are, you guys maybe back up. Their infantry is much better than ours. You guys get out here and see if you can take out some of those thing I gotta be careful here is just not to get our elephants killed, and I'd like to keep the infantry. Try and keep the infantry alive. Bartel, I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the stream. How about yourself? How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm feeling much better today. This morning. So last night when I finished streaming, I'm starting to get a migraine, and it didn't let up until like, I don't know, probably like 10 o'clock this morning, something like that. That it finally started loosening its grip. But I did get a decent amount of sleep and feel much better today. Oh, for fuck's sake! Get in there. Just trying to avoid those heroic riders and just get into the skirmishers here. So Tora says, I was actually not familiar about that Viking poet. I like Viking culture, but we didn't have that much Viking influence in our culture. Oh, okay. I just figured, you know, like Scandinavia is near the other, you know, like in Norway. And, I guess Norway is more known for the Vikings than Finland and Sweden. Thank goodness we've got these elephants over here, because they are really holding the line. You guys go capture that. Let's come through here. Let's come out here. But yeah, if you are interested in Viking culture at all, I would definitely recommend reading Snorri Sturluson, or even if you're just a fan of J.R.R. Tolkien. He was highly influenced by Snorri Sturluson. A lot of his inspiration for the Lord of the Rings came from some of Snorri's work. And in fact, a lot of what we know of the Vikings, their history, the history of Norwegian kings, and things like that, comes from Snorri's two major works, the Heimskringla and the Prose Edda. I think the Heimskringla is in fact actually like a history of Norwegian kings, and that's where like a lot of the stories about the Viking gods and things like that come from, because the Vikings didn't write a lot of stuff down, and so his records his records are what give us a lot of our knowledge about the Viking world and the Viking way of life. That was kind of cool. But there's something I was going to add to that, but I forget. Callum White says, so I forget, is this Rome 1 that has the Egyptian army? Basically Iron Age Egypt. So this is Rome 2. Rome 1 I think is like is quite a bit older. I think Rome 2 is like, or sorry, Rome 1 is about 10 years old now, whereas this one is like actually well over 10 years, I think. Whereas this, I think, is like, I don't know, 5 or 7 years old. But it starts out, this campaign starts out like 200 BC, roughly 200 or 300 BC, and then technology-wise, you can level them up a fair bit, technology-wise. So I guess, yeah, I guess Iron Age would be accurate. So Tortora says Denmark, Norway, and Sweden had it. We mostly had our own thing. Fun fact: Finns were thought to be witches who can control weather from Iron Age to early 1900. That's freaking cool, man. That's actually really cool. And Finn sold wind, sold wind to boat captains. Oh, that's awesome. That is freaking awesome. Bartol says Denmark, Sweden, and Norway are Viking infestations. Finland are most made of Sami people, tribes that mostly fight in forests and swamps of Finland. Most of the time, they were allies to Vikings. Ah, I got you. I guess Finland is the furthest east of the Scandinavian countries, I guess. So that kind of makes sense to me now. Dang says Rome 1 Egypt is an abomination. And anyone here from Hungary? Callum White says, no, Ragnarok, I'm talking about the army technology. Iron Ages was multiple thousands of years BC. Yeah, no, absolutely, definitely. Yeah, sorry if I made that a little bit confusing. Convert that, get rid of that. Alright. We are looking good. So, is this... Okay, we got another settlement there. So, I think we'll keep this army for now. I will merge up a couple of units, though. I just wonder what our recruitment capacity is here. I'm just wondering if it's, we should merge up some more. Merge these two. Okay, that should be good. Could also get some more mercenaries. Actually, maybe let's pick up an archer unit. Yeah, we'll just pick up one of those guys. Just throw them in there. And we'll keep these armies here just to finish things off in England, but we've got these guys here. Another army there. Yeah, Iceni looks like we've got them pretty much under control. Callum White says this is antiquity. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. I'm an idiot. I apologize. Yeah, antiquity, Bronze Age, I guess, would be much before that, and then Iron Age. Yeah, I guess Iron Age follows the Bronze Age, and then Bronze Age leans into the, or sorry, Bronze Age, then Iron Age, and then into antiquity. Bartel says, Dang Quang, I'm from Croatia. And Dank says, hello, my neighbor. Cool. Cool. Alright. I wish we could see what's going on over here, which we actually can. Ooh.
I am eager to serve.
Alright.
How can I assist Pharaoh?
Fleet there. Do have a garrison here, right? Yes. So what? Oh shit! He's just out of range. Even in range to attack them there. He is not. Alright, let's just move up. We'll make the attack next turn.
At your command.
And we'll just stay in camp here.
Have further orders?
And then we'll
Orders, my lord?
bring you guys over as well to
All
support.
hands to the
Bartel says hello, Ugaric friend. I'm not sure what Ugaric means, but cool. How much longer? One more turn and then we can recruit this stuff. Dang says I am a Vietnamese student in Budapest. Greeting you. Oh man, I bet you, man, Dang, you are freaking lucky living in Budapest. I didn't realize you were in Budapest. To be honest, that is awesome. Oh man, that's one of the cities that's definitely on my must-see list. I would love to check out Budapest. I feel like we should be able to win this against these guys.
For Egypt.
Bartel says, oh, I got you. And Dang says, at Ragnarok, I think the Croatian word for Hungarian. Ah, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I figured it was something along those lines, but I wasn't, yeah. I wasn't going to make any assumptions. Where the hell does it say how long our siege holdout time is? It looks like we're suffering attrition here. I mean, we probably should bring an army back to deal with this. Alright, just go with that. Before we do that, though, I just want to take a look at what else is happening over here. Alright, Cyprus is here.
On the move.
Yeah, it looks pretty safe to bring that army around. So I guess we'll do that. And then we'll have him try and catch up with this army, though he's a ways off. Alright, bring it down there. Bartel says, yes it is. Hungary and Croatians have a lot of wars, and even Croatia fell in the hands of Hungary in 1400. Ah, yeah. Yeah, Europe and especially like Eastern European countries have long history of warfare over there in Europe. Buddy fighting. Saratua says, so Taratua says, if and when things get better, I have a plan to travel around Europe to visit old castles. That sounds freaking awesome, man. Sounds really cool. Yeah, hopefully things will get better soon. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? And even when things do get better, like I feel like traveling, there's gonna be all of these extra restrictions that are put into place for travelers, which is gonna be kind of shite. But I guess it is the world we live in right now. Dang says, at Bartel, I thought there was a personal union that lasted until 1918 ? And Bartel says, yes, that was later. Finish these guys off. See you later. If everything's fine in is everything fine in Croatian? Here's a dumpster fire. Oh man, that does not sound good. Does not sound good. Hungary have Croatia for a few years, then Ottomans come. And Deng says, at Saratua, yes, you should visit Hungary. It's so cheap.
March!
Ah, cool.
How can I assist?
Alright, what are we up against here? Spear warriors, naked warriors, Celtic warriors. We should be able to take that on.
At your command.
Our sort of version of a doom stack, I guess. Healer sounds pretty good. And let's get to work.
In Pharaoh's name.
And Dank says, at Soratua, yes, you should visit. Oh, sorry, read that already. And Callum White says, oh, I'm sorry for Orban. And Soratua says, I would love some goulash. I've never tried goulash myself. Bjorg says, good evening all. Bjorg, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I was playing a little bit of Rome 2 today. I just felt like we'll play something a little bit slower paced, a little bit more relaxed. The I've been enjoying the Warhammer campaign, but it has been a little bit on the tense side and a little bit grindy. And the other thing is, I feel like, I don't know, like playing a campaign like that, the 10 times chaos, where we're leaning on the heroes a whole lot, kind of exposes one of the weaknesses of the Warhammer games, and that is that it's just like, it's a ton of RNG. Like, it's just, you know, pure running and gunning. It's not like I'm using like any kind of like really like crazy strategies or anything like that. It's just, I'm just like, you know, using the heroes and the magic and stuff like that to their best ability, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. I take formation attack off. I freaking hate formation attack. Just find the units clump up so much more with the formation attack. Alright, let's start it up. Ooh, actually, let's put you guys on guard mode. Bartel says Callum White Orban is okay, but Suleiman Magnificent was a pain in the ass for 300 years. Callum White says it's great. Speaking of goulash, I think. And so Tortua says, I want to get it straight from the source. Goulash is awesome. Dang says, at Callum White, well, I'm not a citizen here, so I do not have much say in Hungarian politics. Callum says, I think I'd prefer Suleiman myself, but that's my position. Thingy-Bob, welcome, welcome. Who says, for someone who's only played Warhammer 2, what game would you recommend? Thingy-Bob, I mean, I'm a fan of Rome 2, but going from Warhammer 2 to Rome 2 sort of might feel like going backwards, but I mean, if you're just learning the Total Wars, I think Rome 2 is a good one to play, just because like the mechanics are basic. But Thingy-Bob, you might find Rome 2 a little bit boring. I would recommend Three Kingdoms. I love Three Kingdoms, but it's totally different feel from Warhammer 2. But if you do play Three Kingdoms, I recommend Records mode. I hate the romance mode. I think Records mode is much superior. So Tortua says, great autumn food. Bartel says, well, your government seemed more competent. And Callum White says, Thingy, start with the older Total War games before the DLC spam. Yeah, you know, like if you want, like if you're into gunpowder warfare, Napoleon isn't bad. Like I enjoy playing Napoleon here and there. Callum White says, actually Attila may not have that much DLC. Yeah, Attila is good, but I don't know, like it's not very well optimized compared to some of the other Total Wars. So like the graphics sometimes like can be a bit framey and stuff like that. Let's move up a bit and push you guys over this way. You guys can come up this way. Thingy-Bob says, Medieval 2 sounds good to me, but it's probably a bit dated now. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Anytime I try to get into Medieval 2 myself, that's the trouble that I have with it, is that I find it a little bit dated. And Dang says, at Thingy-Bob, no, it's still a legendary game. And Callum White says, well, Attila has lots of DLC. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like a big part of it depends on what era of warfare you're kind of interested in, right? And Callum White says, it's often viewed as the best Total War. Not that I agree with that judgment. I prefer Empire, Napoleon, or Shogun. Actually, you know what? That's one that we haven't mentioned is Shogun 2, which is a pretty cool Total War. Like, it has kind of like a lot of the best elements of some of those older Total Wars. And you get 3 different eras of warfare. With Shogun 2. You know, you get a little bit of the gunpowder warfare, though that's part of the DLC, but definitely one of the better DLCs. Thingy says, okay, thanks, I'll look on Steam. Callum White said it's often... Oh, okay, wait. Sorry. Read that one already. Bjord says, what game was it? Forgot you played as Sweden in England. Bjorg, we were actually fighting against Sweden while we were in England, and that's Total War Attila, but that was a mod for Attila, the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD mod. Dang says, at Callum White, I hated Empire, but Napoleon is okay for me. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same camp, sort of. I've never played Empire, to be honest, but I enjoy playing a little bit of what do you call it? Napoleon. I very much enjoy my Napoleon Total War. I was actually tempted to load up Napoleon today, but I went against it. I've got some other stuff planned for Napoleon that I'm kind of working on behind the scenes a little bit. Callum White says, fair, I forget 3K exists a lot because I can't run it. Oh, shoot, man, that sucks. Yeah, I really enjoy Three Kingdoms. I wish it was more popular on YouTube because I would probably be playing it all the time. But yeah, it's just not super popular on YouTube. The other thing is, I wish my system was a little bit better than it is, because the battles get so huge in Three Kingdoms that kind of locks up my system a little bit on the massive battles. Bartel says, dang, Empire is lit with Darth mod. Yeah, I've heard that too. So Tortua says, man, I have a headache and writing on the phone. I'm ashamed of my English skill today. Don't worry about that, man. Don't, you know, nobody's here to judge you. It's all good. Oh shit, you guys are out of ammo. Callum White says, Shogun 2 and Fall of the Empire, Fall of the Samurai are great. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Maybe, arguably the best naval combat in a Total War game, plus one of the best, maybe very arguably the best gunpowder warfare era game to date as well. Dank says, at Bartel, I don't know, man, Napoleon area is more fascinating and Empire still have so much bugs. Yeah, I feel like Napoleon ironed out a lot of the bugs with Empire. I kind of like what they were sort of attempting with Empire, but it just sort of like didn't really come together, and they kind of abandoned the game, I think. Let's send you guys in, and then everybody else just fall back here for a second. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that this guy's avoiding us. So Tora, did you guys like Troy? I actually enjoyed it. I have mixed feelings about Troy. I kind of like the campaign, but the battles, I really didn't enjoy the battles so much. I found the maps to be, the maps seem a little bit small to me, and I don't like the interface. Like, I find the interface is just like really messy in my opinion. Just stretch you out so we can capture these towers. But the campaign mechanics, some of the new stuff with the campaign and the graphics and the feeling of the campaign map, I really loved all that stuff with Troy, so kind of got mixed feelings with it. And yeah, the last thing I'm going to say about Troy is I hate the fact that the generals are just single unit entities. Like, I really wanted I really wanted a records mode in Troy, and so I was really disappointed with that. Dang says, at Soratura, I tried for 2 hours. Well, campaign is good, but battle is meh. Yeah, Dang, that's exactly my sentiments as well. Bartel says, dang, but Darth Mod fixes most of the stupid bugs, stupid AI and politics. Oh, that's cool. At least the option is there to play something like, you know, the modded stuff that the modder community is able to go in and fix like a lot of the bugs. That would actually be a really good one for them to create a new come out and create a new Total War, an Empire Total War. I feel like Empire 2 would be pretty freaking solid. Dang says Shogun 2 is a solid game, but I just don't like the monotone Japanese culture. I would like it if the Ming and Korean make an appearance. That would have definitely been awesome. Definitely would be awesome. But yeah, I think that's one of the chief criticisms of Shogun 2 is that just there's not a lot of variety. It's just one culture, right? Callum White says, not 3 anymore Ragnarok. Fall of the Samurai is now a complete separate game and part of the Total War Saga series. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember them doing that, but I didn't really like, I don't know, to me that's just so weird. But I guess you can buy it separately if you don't own Shogun 2, which is kind of cool. Thingy Bob says, with Troy, I'm put off by the whole truth behind the myth approach. Yeah, that was a little bit of a turn off too. I totally agree with you there. It's a little bit weird the way that they went about that. And Dang says, at Thingy Bob, I agree with you. It would be better if they just try to create a Bronze Age game. Yeah, Bronze Age Total War would be freaking awesome. Chris Fuller says, Empire would have been great, but it just didn't work. Game was broken. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. Dang says, I thought you have a good PC. Yeah, my PC is it's pretty solid. Like it's not top of the line, but it is pretty good. But the thing is, Three Kingdoms, the battles get like massive, like really huge. And once it gets to a certain point, I think what's happening is I'm getting bottlenecks in the CPU. Is what I'm guessing. But anything like approaching like a total of 15,000 unit models on the screen at a time, usually like I see like it's like the frame rate goes right over a cliff. Like up until that point, usually it's pretty smooth, it's pretty good, but it gets to a point and then the frame rate just dies all of a sudden. Callum White says, I think if I played Troy, I'd end up auto-resolving most battles. So Tortua says, what is records mode? So in the Three Kingdoms Total War, they introduced romance mode for a historical game. So here, for example, in Rome 2, General's Bodyguard has units in it. For example, this general is an elephant and there's 24 unit models, right? So what they did with Three Kingdoms Total War is they introduced romance mode, which turned the General's Bodyguard into a single unit, just like the generals are the generals and the heroes in Warhammer. And so what they did to appease some of the old school historical Total War fans is they added records mode, which meant that the generals get actual bodyguards. And when you play records mode, the general's bodyguards are sick. Like especially like the cavalry units, you can get them up to like I've seen approaching like 100 men in a cavalry unit, and they're good. Like they're good, solid cavalry. Which, you know, having played Warhammer and the cavalry being kind of mediocre in Warhammer, it just, oh man, like it's, I think the first time since, I mean, I guess the cavalry is pretty strong in Attila as well. But in Medieval 2, the cavalry is king, and in Three Kingdoms, you get that sort of feeling with those generals' bodyguards, with when you're playing records mode. So that's the sort of difference. Thinking Bob says, so is records mode 3K historically accurate? I mean, like, I don't know how historically accurate the games actually are, but the Three Kingdoms, like the records mode, tries to be a little bit more more realistic. Like there's more fatigue and stuff like that. Like the battles will go a little bit slower. They're not as fast paced, and then like the general's bodyguards, like I said earlier. Callum said it removes the fantasy aspect. Yeah, that's exactly it. Dang says, at Thingy Bob, well, I would say there are still fantasy element because some characters are not real. And Callum says, not at all. The nature of Three Kings stops it being accurate. It just makes generals more realistic. Dang says, but most of it is historically accurate. So Toratua says, best Total War is DAC mod to Medieval 2. I changed my mind. Callum White says, Shogun 2 by nature couldn't be varied. It's Sengoku Jidai. And Callum also says it was to make the saga series more profitable to investors, as I've heard it. Dang says, at Sotoratua, well, to me, it is stainless steel. DAC is such a long game. So Tortua says, I like when it's long. Also, I'm a Tolkien nerd. Cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Tolkien. Yeah, it's sort of my first introduction to the fantasy genre. Bjorn says, you probably know, but when a town gets these rebels because of public order gone bad, wait until the rebels have full stack of troops, then attack them. That helps the town's public order go up faster. Yeah, no, definitely. Though the stage we're at in this campaign, public order is not really an issue for us anymore. Just with like the buildings, and the technologies, like we don't really have a lot of issues with public order now. Dang says, at Taratua, I understand the sentiment. I like the unit model, so I did visit custom battle time to time. Alright, let me take a look at the overview map. Alright, good. We got a little bit of buffer with our allies here, which is good. Bartol says, I played Troy 10 hours and is so, I don't know, I don't feel that Total War vibe, and it killed my will for playing Troy, but Three Kingdoms is pretty good. Enjoyed every second of it. Yeah, yeah, I really I agree with you there. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Bartel. Dang says, George Warren, I thought they fixed that, like it just capped at minus 60 public order. Oh, okay, sorry. George was talking about Troy, I think. And Bartel says, mostly because I didn't know a single bit of Chinese history and famous names of the past. Callum White says, I should be off, need to sleep, have a good time all. Alright, Callum, thanks for coming out, man. Have a good sleep, and we'll see you sometime soon. Bjorn says, didn't think of that. It was ages since I played this game. Dang says, Bjorn Warren, take my words with a grain of salt. I did not play in Road 2 campaign for an age. Okay, yeah, you guys were talking about Rome 2. Yeah, like the public order, I mean, it's essentially the same public order system as what do you call it? Essentially the same public order as Warhammer, to be honest. I mean, most of the systems, like if you've played Warhammer, like everything in Rome 2 would be very, very similar. I mean, they essentially took Rome 2 and turned it into a fantasy game with the Warhammer games, and just sort of like added to it, like everything, you know, like the diplomacy. It's the exact same diplomacy system. It's, you know, the same technology system, though like obviously tweaked quite a bit. You know, the battle mechanics and everything, like the units, all function basically the same way as they do in Warhammer. Obviously, there's a lot more bells and whistles and way more nuances in Warhammer 2. But essentially, Warhammer 2 was sort of built on a shell of Rome 2.
We're ready.
You reach this? No, I don't think so.
As you
That's okay.
request.
We'll just move to here.
For the people. What is the plan?
So Toratua says, I always took Troy as reality fantasy, if you can say that. So I didn't mind the setting. Yeah, I like the setting. I like the time period. It's just, you know, I would have liked to see them go like a little bit of a different direction. Just like a little bit more realistic.
On the move.
And
Prepare the defenses. We are
yeah,
ready.
just the battles, like I find the battles just way too fast paced for what Bronze Age warfare should be. Thingy Bob says, so what are you hoping to be added to Warhammer 3? I'm hoping we get like better sieges, and I mean, I'm just looking forward to more factions, a little bit more variety to the game. Aside from that, I'm not really sure. I haven't really thought about it too much, but I think the big thing that I'm hoping for Warhammer 3 is just like better sieges and a little bit more focused AI, like AI that's a little bit better. Ooh, you know what? One thing that I'd really like to see in Warhammer 3 is free for all, but free for all on the campaign. So like they added free for all for multiplayer, which has, you know, been met with like somewhat limited success, I guess. Like I don't know. I don't know a lot of people that play it, or at least it doesn't seem like a lot of YouTubers are all that interested in it. Occasionally you'll see a free for all battle or whatever, but the thing is, what happens is, I mean, it's not a really common occurrence, but sometimes, so for example, this situation right here, right? So imagine we're not allied with either of these factions. No one's allied together. Imagine our army is over here too, right? Well, 3 armies from 3 different factions on the same battlefield, we should be able to have a free-for-all battle. We should be able to have a battle where, you know, basically the winner takes all. And yeah, I think that was a missed opportunity with Warhammer 2. I seriously doubt it's something that, you know, CA is thinking of adding to the game, but I think that is a situation that I'd be kind of interested to see for Warhammer 3. But I mean, aside from that, I'm just looking forward to new factions, and love the way that they implement them with the new mechanics and stuff like that. So Tarotua says battles were just flanking and using javelins. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So I guess, yeah, I guess for Troy, kind of the battles were gonna kind of be a little bit boring, but still, you know, it's nice to have sort of like a different type of warfare. But yeah, those types of battles, I guess, are gonna be a little bit boring. So I mean, it was. You have enough room to get there, yeah. But yeah, I kind of found it a little bit surprising that they would go that direction for a Total War Saga. It almost feels like they're sort of going a little bit backwards to some extent. We're gonna fight this manually. Just give me a chance to catch up with the chat. So Tarotua says, I never played any Total War Warhammer games. From them, I don't get that Total War feeling. Yeah, I can relate to that, you know, a little bit. But I mean, as a Tolkien fan, I feel like you could maybe get into the fantasy vibe a little bit.
By your command.
Though I guess it's you know, it's obviously completely, totally different fantasy world, obviously, but you can be sure that the creators of the Warhammer universe were almost certainly influenced by Tolkien, or at least inspired by Tolkien to some degree. Tolkien is in a lot of ways the sort of like the grandfather of fantasy, in a certain respect, anyway.
No crown. We will whip these dogs. Take the fight to them.
Thinking Bob says, I think it's more popular for players than YouTubers, but most people just do single player campaigns. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, thinking Bob, what I'm saying is that, you know, certain situations, there's certain situations on the campaign map, I know it's very rare, but I would love to see that sort of organic feeling of having, you know, if there's multiple factions in one province, that, you know, turn that into a situation where you can actually have a free-for-all in an actual campaign. I think that would be kind of cool. Bartel says, typing fast, Ragnarok dry throat, help. Yeah, exactly. Jacob Miles says, we'll do a massive Macedon campaign. Yeah, we're actually planning the Macedon campaign a little bit later this week. I'm aiming for Friday to start it off, but it might get pushed to Saturday. But we're actually going to be playing the Divide et Impera mod. Yeah, I should be posting content for that Friday or Saturday if everything goes according to plan. Which I don't know, doesn't always work, and things don't always work out the way that I want them to. But yeah, that's the plan. I don't want to finish this up, but I guess there's no real rush to finishing this campaign. I sort of finish it when I do. It's kind of just playing this basically today because I just wanted a little bit of break from Warhammer. Yesterday was a bit of a grind, and even the day before when we were playing the 12-12. This is Total War campaign. That was kind of a grind as well. These chariots are basically useless here. Dang says at so Tortua. Well, you should try Warhammer 2. Yeah, that's yeah, I agree with Dang there. It's definitely a different feeling than the historical Total Wars, but it definitely feels like you know, some of the best work that they've done for Total War to date. That just the interface, everything is just, you know, nice and smooth, and I mean, there's still bugs here and there, but it's a really well put together game, and with all of the things that they've added to the game and stuff like that, it just, you know, it keeps getting better and better. And Dang says at Jacob Miles, he will stream Macedon with Divide et Impera mod on Friday. Yes, that is the plan. So Tortua says, those Odysseys skirmishes were broken as fuck. You could just shoot from hiding and almost outrun cavalry. I might get Warhammer 2 when it's on sale, but amount of factions, which are their own DLCs, give me a sour taste. So I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I was saying that the other day, how it's gotta be really discouraging for anyone who's just getting into Total War, to see like the amount of DLC, and it's only gonna get worse with Warhammer 3, right? Like what, you're gonna need Warhammer 1, Warhammer 2, all the DLC to have the full Warhammer 3 experience. Like that's, you know, it's gotta be a big deterrent for a lot of fans. But so Tortua, I would recommend checking out the what is the gaming site that Legend of Total War is always advertising? Instant Gaming, I think it's called Instant Gaming. I'm pretty sure Instant Gaming. And usually they have really good deals. Otherwise, I mean, sometimes you can get good deals on Steam, but I think in general, Instant Gaming their prices are much lower than they are on Steam most of the time. Thingy says, I think they add free for alls. They should also make bigger maps and rework in Lightning Strike / reinforcements. I agree with you there as well. That that would be awesome. I'm always up for bigger maps. I find that's one of the weaknesses of the Warhammer games, and one of the weaknesses of Troy too, is the smaller maps. Yeah, I think we're gonna fight in the clearing here, just because I don't like fighting in the trees, and we'll let them sort of funnel in at us. We'll try and funnel them towards us rather than try and protect a whole flank here. Bartol says, are you speaking of Tolkien? I just think of one thing, Total War Silmarillion. Yeah, that would be awesome. I've only read a bit of the I can't fucking say it. But yeah, I've read a bit of it, and that would definitely be epic. But the thing is, I'm wondering how that's gonna work with like the copyright, because like books, my understanding is that I think it's like 50 years after the death of the author that it becomes public domain. So does that mean that the copyright will be open for Lord of the Rings? That yeah, I'm really not sure about that. So, but yeah, that would be interesting, because I mean, it's coming up. Like I'm pretty sure that technically speaking, Tolkien's books should soon be in public domain, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know how that would affect, like, shit. I don't know why this is going into auto lock. A little bit annoying.
Orders, my lord.
Alright, let's giddy up.
Our ambush is worked. Attack! Attack before they can regroup.
Thingy Bob says, at Sotero it's definitely playable without DLC, but they're definitely milking it a lot. Yeah, they're milking it a ton for sure. At Sotero, well, I think the only thing you should buy for Warhammer 2 is Warhammer 1. It unlocks the Mortal Empires campaign. Yeah, the Mortal Empires campaign is awesome. I mean, you know, some of the DLCs are really good, like the Tomb Kings DLC in particular is really good. But yeah, like Warhammer 1, if you can get it on the cheap, I would definitely recommend picking it up. But yeah, check out Instant Gaming, and you know, check them occasionally, because you know, sometimes deals come on and stuff like that. Keep an eye out on Steam for various deals and stuff, because you know, it's possible you can get the games on the cheap. But yeah, the Warhammer games are definitely solid Total War games. But yeah, I agree with you, it's a bit of a deterrent how expensive all the DLC and everything when you put it all together. Chris Fuller says they will most likely do a package deal with Warhammer 3 comes out for all the old content. Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah, so if you can be patient, wait and see what they do for that, because they probably want to obviously try and encourage new players to play it as much as possible. Thingy Bob says, what I really dislike in Warhammer 2 is that you can't confederate DLC factions. Really sucks this Tyrion. Oh yeah, that's... I should actually have you guys in shield wall, but I just, the thing is, I hate how in this, for example, like, we put this guy in shield wall. Oh shit. They squish up. Anyway, get over there and help them. Chris Fuller says Instant Gaming, and Dank says, yep, Instant Gaming has keys in Europe. George says, could you build one army like Like AM played the game as 5 pikes, 6 swordsmen, 5 archers, and 3 ballistas, and the general as well as pike unit. If you not have the max already. Actually, right now I have the maximum amount of armies, but I was kind of planning on maybe disbanding a couple armies and building another doom stack. So pikes. It's 5 pikes, 6 swordsmen, 5 archers, and 3 ballistas, and the general as well as a pike unit. If you don't have already the limit, yeah, we'll take a look, see what we can build. So Tortua, I gotta check that site. Yeah, check it out. Dank says sale 80%, guys. Damn, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And Thingy Bob says no 3K on instant gaming. Bjorn says ambush mode awesome.
That's all, my lord.
Dank says at Thingy-Bob there are keys for 3 kingdoms. Oh, okay, cool. There's a link there. Dank's put a link in there for you guys as well. And Thingy-Bob says at Dang. Oh, thanks. Didn't come up when I searched LOL. So Terratua says, was that Total War game? We had to get the DLC if you wanted to see blood. Yeah, I think the reason why I think that they do that is because of the ratings for games, the way that it works with the rating systems for games. So they want to target the youngest audience possible, I guess. And if a game has blood in it, then it automatically gets the mature rating, right? So with a mature rating, I guess like statistically, games do worse with that rating. So that's why they make DLC sort of like an add-on later, because technically when it's released the games don't have blood in it, and then obviously as a you know, company that loves to gouge its customers, they try and cash in on it as well, which obviously I don't approve of, but it's just the way they do business. I think it's more to do with Sega necessarily than Creative Assembly, those sort of corporate practices. But at the end of the day, I really have no idea. Bjorn says it happens sometimes when in ambush mode that stuff locks. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it must be something in my settings that for the unit grouping that they're automatically going into locked unit groups, which is a little bit obnoxious, but I don't know. I should probably look into settings and see if I can change it around. So Terratua says, haha, let's make a war game without blood. They have to pay for it. Yeah, exactly. And Dang says, and gore DLC, I think. Thingy Bob says, at so Terratua, I think it's both Warhammer and Attila. And Dang says, oh, I think it started from Empire Total War. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rome 2 as well. Like, you've got to add the, you have to pick up the blood and stuff. Dang says at Ragnarok, well, they make a shit ton of money on blood DLC. Yeah, so I guess, you know, I mean, that's their goal. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm okay with it in the sense that, okay, like, if they're gonna be making all of that money, that at least they'll be reinvesting it into the games, and they'll be creating better and better games over time. Which, I mean, you know, some people would argue that maybe they haven't been creating better games, that the games have just been kind of, you know, they're just rehashing the old sort of stuff, like cookie cutter type games and everything. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm okay with them sort of like using these DLC programs if it means that they're going to be making better games, that the games are going to continually get better, whether that's, you know, releasing a game that gets better over time because of the DLC that's added, similar to how Warhammer has improved drastically since Warhammer 1 to where it is now. And then on top of that, them adding, you know, DLC for blood and stuff like that, if it means that the games are gonna be improved over time because they're investing more of their resources in making better games, then I'm kind of for it. But yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a tough call, I guess. See if we can pick these guys off. Damn it! I shouldn't have you guys in. Let's go to regular shot. These guys just twist a little bit, and probably get ready to go ashore. Bjorn says when you set shield wall up, don't give attack order, just give a direction to walk. In that way, the shield wall stays active. Yeah, no, absolutely, Bjorn. That I just like, the thing is, like, I use shield wall quite a bit in. I've been using it quite a bit in the Attila and the Medieval Kingdoms campaign that I've been doing, the modded campaign. But I find in Rome 2, when you put them into shield wall, like, the unit squishes up, like the unit like doesn't cover as much ground, whereas in Attila, when I've been doing it, like, the unit stays in the same, still covers the same amount of ground basically. We're gonna land with these guys, which is a little bit dangerous. I forgot to check if they had any cavalry units, to be honest. Yeah, let's get these archers on the ground. If we've got cavalry units over here, then we could get messed up pretty bad. Oh shit! All right, this is gonna turn into a fucking run around here. Alright, so long as they don't have cavalry, then we can, we should be able to basically kite them here. Guess pull back. Over here. Should have maybe bombed them a bit more with the artillery before we landed the archers, but anyway. Kinda trying to speed things along a little bit. Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Moving.
What are your orders?
Thingy Bob says, how important is it for 3K to be on an SSD? I don't think it's like critical, but like an SSD will definitely help your games with will definitely help things out as far as like you know, like load screens and just general efficiency. But yeah, I'm sure it'll function fine on a hard drive.
Missiles! Archers! My lord! Archers! Archers! Ready! My lord! Double time! Archers!
Dang says, hey Chad, I have to sleep now. Have a good day, gentlemen. Cool, Dang. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Bartel says, see ya, Dang. Chris Fuller says, any game on SSD is much faster. I have a plate drive for the majority of my games and an SSD specifically for the games I play a lot. Yeah, the SSDs do definitely help out quite a bit. But yeah, it's not 100% crucial. Like you know, you can still run the games, but yeah, it does. Yeah, just generally speed them up. Thingy Bob says, dumb question, but what's a plate drive? At Chris Fuller. I think it's just sort of like a regular hard drive, I guess, but I could be wrong. Dang says, have a good stream, Ragnarok. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Chris Fuller says, Total War 2 load times went down a lot on Ultra when I put it on SSD. Yeah, I had similar experience too when I switched over to an SSD. Like I saw a pretty vast improvement to my load times. I really want to get rid of these skirmishers because the rest of the units can't really catch us. Björn says, think there are mods for that, but I never personally used mods at the time. But I think Lionheart X10 used it on some of his playthrough. All right, cool. Yeah, I've only recently gotten into the mods. Like, like I've never used to play many mods, but I've been really enjoying the Attila mod for what do you call it? Medieval Kingdoms. Has been a lot of fun, and looking forward to trying out the mod for Rome 2 Divide at Impera. So yeah, but I mean, like, I think the vanilla is pretty solid in most cases, but the mods do give a little bit of just give a bit of a new feeling for the game. What the? I don't know what the fuck was going on there. I'm trying to move those units and they didn't seem to be responding to my, my commands. Taking a bit of damage here, but I'm pretty confident we're still going to win this, I think. Come on, finish them off. Them off, then we can focus on these other ranged units. Chris Fuller says the old style hard drive uses spinning plates to read /write data. Yeah, that more of a technical term, or a technical way of, or I guess not even technical, but oh man, what is going on with the? Dude, look at this, highlighting all these guys, but it's only highlighting this unit. Freaking, I think that's why I was having trouble moving them earlier. Why they weren't responding to my moves or my commands. Thingy Bob says, when I play Warhammer 2 multiplayer, people either load at the same time as me or 2.5 minutes later. I guess that's the SSD difference. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Like, I don't know if the connection speed. I would think that maybe the connection speed could affect the load time too for like the multiplayer games. I don't know. But yeah, this is a good example of how powerful archers can actually be in this game as well. I mean, not obviously as powerful as the archers in Warhammer 2, but still, we got a lot of work done with some pretty low tier archers there. Though I mean, these essentially are the best that. Actually, well, we've got Numidian archers, or sorry, not Numidian, Nubian archers in the roster as well. Bjorn says, give the archer the defense or offensive button. It's in the formation section, I think, if I remember right. Oh, shit. Shit. You know what I think happened to him? I think there was a skirmish unit that, that must have, yeah, it was, I kind of saw that in the corner of my eye. It looked like there was a skirmish unit that could have been targeting those ships, but I was just, yeah, I didn't make the appropriate adjustments. I'm actually gonna demolish that and switch that to that. Yeah, I think Bjorg, you've got like you can put them on skirmish mode, which I don't really use. I find skirmish mode can be sometimes a little bit I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I don't know, it's meant to kind of sort of cut down on the micro, but you're sort of depending on the AI to manage it properly, which I don't always find they do a good job of. And then the other one, I think you can put the archers on what is the other mode? Man, oh man, we still got not covering ground as fast as I'd like.
We fight for you,
Taking some time. Yeah, we're gonna declare our war on these guys. We might as well. Guard mode. That's what I was trying to think of. I don't know. Oh man, ugh, this is bad.
We take this settlement.
Surround them. Actually, if we bring you over here, we're gonna need the archer support here to deal with all of those horse archers. Then maybe, well, actually we can bring this guy over, but bringing him over there kind of is gonna.
Laying siege to the settlement. The path is blocked, my lord.
Let's just take this one first.
For our might.
Just auto resolve this one. Bjorn says not sure it works for Navy though. I'm pretty sure it's still, well, like the thing is, the naval units, once you land them on the shore, it's what happens is yeah, they function the same as land units, so you get the different modes as well. I'm just going to demolish these because we're out of money. Thing is, we could bring this army over to reinforce, but what's going to happen is it's going to mix up the reinforcements. Like, we'll get half of this army and then half of that army, whereas if we just do the attack like this, then I know exactly which reinforcements are coming on. We could auto resolve this as well, but I kind of want to fight some of these battles. Though, I don't know, I mean, I'm trying to finish this campaign off, so I guess I should be leaning on the auto-resolve a little bit just to try and finish things off a little bit more expediently. Thingy Bob says, I love the Rome 2 general animations on the campaign map. Yeah, they're not bad. Not bad. It's definitely a nice touch when they put in the animations and everything. These guys are coming in from there. I think we'll set up over here on this side. My guess is that they're gonna come out and attack us. I mean, that's not 100%, but that would be my guess. Just because we've got the artillery. Oh, I don't know. The AI never seems to do what I think they're gonna do. We've got one archer. Oh, sorry guys, I'm letting a yawn out.
As you command, elephants ready for battle. Archers!
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need the archer support here. Got precision shot as well, missile damage and fatigue. I didn't even realize. Oh, I guess this special archer. But yeah, we'll just put the artillery on guard mode.
From you in return is to
Yeah, here we've got skirmish mode here. Skirmish tactics can be employed to slow an advancing enemy or distract specific units. Skirmish units are vulnerable to cavalry charges. In skirmish mode, units will keep a safe distance from the enemy. Yeah, I don't usually use skirmish mode. Guard mode I use quite a bit, but I forget sometimes that it's available in Rome 2, because it wasn't previously available. Just something that they added with one of the more recent updates. You guys come over this way, and I'm gonna send these guys over here. You just stay off to the side there for now. Bjorn says this faction I had real trouble to beat. Yeah, I remember when I first started playing Rome 2. Was playing with a friend of mine, and I'm pretty sure coincidentally we were playing as Macedon, and and what happened was when we ran into these factions with horse archers, our armies were not equipped to take on horse archers at all, and we got totally slaughtered. Like, I mean, this army is not equipped for horse archers, but with the archer support here, we should be all right. Theoretically, anyway. Oh man, I don't want to land there. It's gonna take. Ooh, okay, yeah, we can land there. Bartel says at Ragnarok, what do you think about Veiled Total War Arena? I never tried it out. It looked interesting. I had a friend who was asking me about it. He said it looked awesome, and he asked me if I tried it, and I hadn't tried it. It's disappointing that it failed, but I feel like maybe yeah, I mean it would have been good to see it be successful, but I feel like if they made the mechanics closer to the actual Total War games, that maybe it would have been more successful. But what the hell do I know, really? I feel like this Total War Elysium, the trading card game that they're making, is probably going to have a similar outcome. Like, I think, like, Total War players in general love the Total War games because they love the campaigns, and they love, you know, like the format of the campaigns and stuff like that. I don't know if yeah, I don't know how successful branching out of, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't try out Arena, but just one of those things I never got around to. Bjorn says there's single factions who is really tough to beat, and of course the ballistas. Yeah, the ballistas definitely help out with these horse archers, but yeah, the single factions, the smaller factions, are tough to beat because they usually you end up having to fight like their garrisons along with their armies, and you don't really have whereas like larger factions, like you can attack them where they're weak and things like that, whereas some of these smaller factions kind of have to attack them. You're kind of forced to attack them where they're strong. But the good thing here is that we've got lots of range. Like the best, my experience, the best thing to deal with horse archer factions, the best way to deal with them is with just regular archers, because regular archers typically have more unit models per unit. So here we've got 120 unit models, whereas these guys only have 80 unit models, which means we've technically got more ammunition than they do. I find that's usually the most effective way to get rid of horse archers, is just with archers of your own. And the artillery definitely helps, but artillery on its own is not going to have enough ammunition to be able to deal with it, deal with their archers. You guys get landed? Okay, perfect. Kinda need you over here. You on the ground. Chris Fuller says Arena was fun, but run by a poor company, designed around paying for monthly service. Played War of Tanks for years, but the premium model sucks. Yeah, I think definitely any game where it's you know, sort of predicated on like an online multiplayer or like that like paid membership is definitely not the way to go. That the way you want to go is more shit. How are we doing for fire damage? 17. It seems like they're doing okay, but yeah, the free to play model is the way to go. With, you know, obviously you've got to monetize it somehow to make your money back, but you want to put that in for things that feel like they're worthwhile and things that are going to keep the players engaged, right? But yeah, like a monthly service Total War game, I definitely understand why something like that would have failed. More archers over here. I maybe pushed up too soon here. I should have waited for the archers to be ready before brought them over. I feel like we're doing okay, sort of. I forgot my name says I like Total War because I like strong cheese. Don't know what you're talking about. So I forgot my name. Chris is talking about Total War Arena, which was sort of it was like a multiplayer sort of Total War experience, just sort of based on battles. It's not wasn't sort of campaign focused. And my understanding was that they were trying to branch into like an esports type thing is the direction I think that they were going with it. But yeah, they ended up folding eventually. Bartel says at Chris Fuller, yeah, me too. Wargaming company made Total War Arena pay-to-win game, and when you can buy the best unit with real money, then it's no point in the grinds. To similar unit, mostly weaker, and then play-to-win unit. Yeah, that's the other thing with those types of games as well, is that you've really gotta walk that fine line between, you know, like balancing the grind with the stuff that you can pay for, because there's nothing worse than playing a game that, you know, someone's just spent a bunch of money and they're, you know, they're gonna win because they've spent all that money, right? It'd be really frustrating. Let's shoot at them. Couple more archers over here. You guys come over this way. Alright, we're getting the army loss. This wasn't the smoothest battle here, and we did take a considerable amount of damage on some of our units, but the units that we took damage on are cheap and easily replaced, so nothing to worry about really. Chris Fuller says, yes, I really enjoyed it. It was fun to just jump in and bust a few games out in 15-30 minutes. Yeah, that's not bad. Like, that's the one thing about, you know, the regular Total War games. There's no just kind of jumping in for 15-30 minutes. I mean, I guess multiplayer, you can kind of get that that experience if you're into the multiplayer, but even there, I feel like you've got to put a lot of thought and time into preparing your army compositions and things like that. Not to mention Arena, not Arena, but multiplayer is very intimidating, because I mean, the multiplayer community is very competitive, and there's some very good players on there. So you know, it's not the easiest thing to, you know, break into, especially, you know, considering, like, you know, when you start out. Even if you're an experienced single player campaign player, you're still going to be most likely struggling a little bit, because it is tough. The competition is tough, so in that sense it's a little bit intimidating. But yeah, you don't really get that 15-30 minute experience with Total War. Alright, we're at the max for generals. Oh shit. I was gonna start recruiting some fleets over here at Siren. Oh wait, maybe not at Siren. Where's our military wharf? Over here at Ephesus. I was gonna start recruiting some fleets over there because I want to use them to sweep across the coast here. We're gonna declare war on Carthage here at some point, and use our navies to deal with that. And I do want to build some new armies, but we'll try and get England under control first, and then probably disband the armies that we have in England, because we won't necessarily need them. These guys leveled up. Yeah, that sounds good. This army or navy hasn't moved, but we're waiting to recruit some more units there, so that's fine. And we haven't moved these guys. So let me take a look at the campaign map. Let me see what the overview looks like. Is that a general or an army? Right, we're gonna fall back this way and try and deal with those guys. Fuck, where's the nearest army we have for that? We don't have any armies anywhere nearby. Damn it, this army I think I was supposed to pull them back. Alright, we'll bring you over to here, to Noria, and then you can come around this way. Yeah, I think this is a settlement that we lost recently to that faction. Pretty sure. Yeah, well, we attacked them. That's right, we attacked them and scooped up 2 of their provinces, but their armies weren't inside the settlement, and then their army ended up coming in behind my lines and hit me there. I should probably check for slums, but if we do have anywhere where we're gonna get slums, I have to cancel building something, because we are out of cash. It's amazing how quickly you can spend like 60k in cash. What the fuck happened here? I think we look good. Some spots where we can grow our settlements. But yeah, the really big improvement from Rome 2 to Warhammer is the expanded build slots and the expanded types of buildings, like adding unique buildings for settlements and stuff like that. Because what ends up happening in Rome 2 is you end up building the same kind of stuff all over the place, and that it gets a little bit repetitive, sort of like a cookie cutter type building system. Kerry Casey says hello everyone, welcome to the stream, sir. Playing a little bit of Rome 2 tonight, just taking a break from the end times.
We will walk the warrior's road together then. At its end stands your
You're gonna declare war on us, eh? La-dee-da. Ambush, what the hell? Fuck. Can't eluded them. Damn it, when the hell did these guys declare war on us? Shit. Well, on the bright side, this is gonna clear up one of our armies most likely. We have them outnumbered, but I'm guessing they've got better quality than we do. Well, let's see what our elephant can do. At least this army is kind of, you know, and being all melee units for the most part. It's not the type of army that's necessarily vulnerable or as vulnerable to ambush. But the fact that they're all low tier.
Face the enemy and be ready.
We're not gonna be able to catch them. Come on, go, 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 go. Maybe. Put all their ranged units over on this side, which is sort of weird. Heroic riders. These guys have javelins, they'll really mess up the elephants, but I think the elephants are the only thing that can catch their ranged units. Let's pull. Oh shit, we've got archers. Forgot about the archers. The archers might actually make a difference here, whether or not we can do something. Let's get behind. Let the elephants finish off these skirmishers, and then maybe we can pull the elephants around if they clump up a bit.
Egyptian infantry.
Sword band. Yeah, I feel like sword band are like. I mean, Levy Freemen aren't great units, but guys, get over there. Come on, man, hurry the fuck up. What are you doing? Turn around and shoot them. Damn it. Really need the elephants somewhere else right now. Need them over here to help this, because these guys are not gonna last very long. Oh, we got some braking going over here. Fuck's sake. These archers in behind. Alright, you go deal with them. Let's shoot them. Yeah, this is gonna seriously compromise our ability to take England here. I don't know. I wasn't expecting these guys to declare war on us, to be honest, but I mean, I guess that's something that should have been a little bit conscious of. But anyway, this will end up freeing up an army that we can recruit down in the south. Shoot, you know what I've been forgetting to do? I've been forgetting to check the political system to make sure that we're not in danger of a civil war. Alright, these guys should be able to finish them off, so let's get you into position over here, or at least theoretically. Let's see if we can wrap around them a little bit. Guys, get over here. Yeah. Even these Levy Freemen are kicking their ass.
Awaiting orders. My lord. Archers. Awaiting orders. My orders. Kyrie. My lord. Our orders. Orders. Riders at the double.
You know, a lot of braking over on the other side.
War elephants.
Let's see what we can do with these war elephants.
Our orders.
guys came back. Don't think they're gonna catch those slingers, but
Awaiting orders.
fuck, there are more slingers over here too.
More elephants!
Come on, keep moving.
Advance at speed!
Egyptian infantry.
Just gonna speed this up a bit. Warhounds. Forgot my name says the guys really needed to learn their orders beforehand. Yeah. Oh man. I hate losing. I hate it. Shit. Those javelins really did a number on the elephants there. Alright. Well, bollocks. We got more work to do here in England, by the looks of things. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really a very strong army, but our army's pathetically strong, pathetically weak. Like this bad army. Bad army. I think I just threw them together just to get the numbers up a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't expecting to go to war with these guys. Or I wasn't expecting them to declare war on us. I was hoping that we could finish off
Retreat, man, retreat.
the Iceni before we had to deal with them. I was kind of hoping to like swing back around. Or did they confederate? I swear that was Iceni territory previously. Huh. Just auto-resolve this. Alright, so I mean, we still got plenty of work to do. Do we have any family members? Tolmaic. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... actually, no. Put you in there for now. I'm thinking to disband this army, potentially. See if we can get this situation sorted out a little bit. Oh, son comes of age. Good, good. A couple of people died. Alright. What is the situation we got? Is that a fleet or a general? Yeah, that's a fleet. We'll finally recruit the rest of this fleet. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So we just want the archers. There we go. We'll get you on the move next turn. In fact, actually, cancel that recruitment. Let's just come out to here and challenge these guys. If they want to attack us, I feel pretty confident that we can win there.
Our voyage is done. Your orders, my lord.
Relatively confident. We should be okay. I don't think they'll attack us though, because we should have the advantage there. All right. What are we looking at here?
What can I do for Egypt?
Didn't we have an agent here? Maybe he died? I don't know. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, I think maybe our agent might have died. Recruit
How can I serve you?
that there, him there. Wouldn't mind having a spy to see what's going on up here. Is it just the one settlement? Oh wait, oh no, never mind. Alright, let's...
As you request.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. canceled the recruitment because they're sieging the settlement down there. What do we got for mercenaries? Alright, that's good.
We fight for you, my lord.
Move you to there. Let's see what's over here.
Ready for further orders.
Alright. We're gonna attack this guy because that'll... I was gonna say draw out the garrison.
My lord.
Oh, not that it's necessary to draw out the garrison. We can just auto-resolve this. Alright, good. So that means we can focus completely on the south now.
At your command.
Convert that, abolish that. Can we not build a library here? Oh, okay, that's the library. Alright, fine. Yeah, sorry, just demolished that. Alright, so what's the situation here? What do we got for mercenaries? Let's merge you two. Alright, a bunch of mercenaries. I don't know if the Warhounds are worth it. But let's... Oh, are we gonna suffer attrition down here? No, I think we're okay. So long as we stay on the road, I don't think we suffer attrition. So I think we're okay. We'll move you to there, and then we'll make the attack with this force. And then they're probably not gonna stand and fight, but you never know. Yeah, they backed off. Alright, we can still catch them.
March. Speak.
Get a little bit of payback here. Wait, what? Oh, you gotta be effing kidding me.
Speak. I'm listening. It's not
Move to
possible.
there.
We're ready.
There we go. It was just this. Oh, what?
Kill those cowards! As you request. We're ready. Run them down.
Just out of movement range there.
As you
That's
request. Be on duty.
freaking annoying.
Ready for battle.
Does that mean that this army is gonna get ambushed again next turn and get killed? Ah, that's annoying. Alright, well, it is what it is. There's nothing really we can do about that. But at least we've got everything in the north here settled out. So that army can come make their way south. And yeah. Yeah, British Confederation. That is exactly what happened. The British tribes confederated, which usually I thought that like if they confederate that we're not necessarily at war with them right away. But anyway, I guess I was mistaken. Ooh, shit. This family doesn't like us. Leader dies in battle, -27. Diplomatic, -11. Imperium level, -15. Ooh, boy. Whereabouts? Let me take a look at the campaign map. Where are the Jewish families? Over here. Yeah, we don't have any. Yeah, that would be a major pain in the ass if we got a civil war, because we'd have to retake all of that territory. So let's go secure loyalty. That gets it down to -24. And then Let's give you a promotion. It's down to -19. Give you another promotion. -15. I don't want to just keep giving him promotions though, because he's gonna gain more power that way. Let's get you married. So we're at -15. It gives us another character that we can do something with though. I'll give you H retainer. Give her a promotion too. What are we at now? -12. Send diplomat. Send a diplomat to Cyprus. Good God, they love us. They fucking love us. 700. Well, all right. Send you there. Down to 1%. Politics. Where'd you go? This guy. All right. I guess the only option is to give him another promotion. Unfortunately. Which gets us down to 0%. Okay, good. All right.
Ready for battle.
Should be able to hit this turn. Oh fuck! Are you kidding me? We don't have enough move. Oh my god, we don't have enough movement. Damn! I should have moved further last turn. Just move to there. We'll stay in camp stance.
What can I do for you?
Though I guess I think the fleet. Ooh,
Asks much. That course
fuck
isn't
me
open to us.
sideways.
How can I assist Pharaoh? Get the blockade set up.
All right, I'm not gonna do this attack. I want to wait for reinforcements, but let's just keep their
Forming a
fleet boxed in there. They might try and break our blockade, but
Ready for order.
if they do, we should be able to take them on. Hurts us as well as the enemy. That's okay.
Ready for
We've got reinforcements right around the corner, so that should be fine. Alright, Cyprus is under siege there at Touloufdom. What the fuck? Let's go with this. Okay, Libya we're not actually at war with. Or at least I don't think we are.
Ready for battle.
Alright, we gotta catch up to this army. They're becoming a major pain in the ass. Should be... oh, fuck. Alright. Cyprus. Set a war coordination target here for them. God, if I can. I don't know, for some reason it's not letting me move the camera. There we go. Though it looks like that's what they were gonna do anyway, is attack these guys. Though it would be annoying that we lose this settlement, but
Ready for battle.
anyway, we should be able to retake that next turn.
I live to serve Pharaoh.
Let's take a look at. Alright, so we're not at war with them. Just only got the one army there. Shit, there's another army in behind our lines there too. In Gaul. Though they're not really a threat to us, that's probably why I just fucking ignored them.
What can I
We're
do
not at
for
war with these guys, but yeah. Alright.
ready for orders?
I'm gonna move around this way. We're gonna take this first and then move over to there.
Have further
Think.
orders?
Shit, did I move too far? I did. Bollocks.
I live to serve.
Just back up to there.
The gods guide my footsteps.
We're gonna pick up another spy here. Shit, I should have.
On the move.
I guess it doesn't matter. I should have checked the statistics on the spy before I recruit him there. Just a little bit trigger
As
happy.
you request.
Let's go take this.
Them cower.
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna auto resolve this. Save on time, unless you guys are in the mood for a siege, but this is kind of too late now. Alright, so that faction is done. Good, good, good. So that's not what I meant to do. So anything else we'll just demolish. Start building fresh here next turn. Alright, looks good. And then, yeah, this army, we can go hit that settlement. So, oh, actually, it's two different factions. I thought they were the same faction. Same color icon, but different symbol. Yeah, things are coming together. We're getting pretty close, sort of. We've still got this stuff down in the Mediterranean to deal with. Speaking of which, it's actually a pretty big army. Just gonna move you into position here, but we're gonna start building another fleet over here.
I could go further.
Egyptian infantry or Egyptian archers? I think the archers are better. The Egyptian infantry suck. Traditions. Go with destroyers.
Your orders, my lord.
Oh. Fuck. Supposed to recruit him here, but anyway, that's okay. We can recruit those ships. We position right there, so we'll just wait one turn. I mean, it sort of costs us 2 turns, but not really. That they would have had to move over. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna need a couple fleets anyway. Plus 8% campaign movement range when general. So I think she's supposed to be a general. Let's go with you.
Heading for now.
Wouldn't mind getting a couple fleets anyway, so might as well just begin the recruitment with these guys. Alright. Yeah, the chat has definitely, you guys have quieted down quite a bit from earlier. Because everybody is, maybe falling asleep, who knows. Shit. Man, oh man, we run out of cash very, very quickly. I guess I'll just pull it up on the building. Alright.
I live to serve Pharaoh.
For the people. Make haste, men.
Just want to double check that. Yeah, we are at the edge of the map here. it's just an enemy hero. It's not an actual army. Thought maybe it was a hero accompanying an army.
As you request.
We fight for you, my lord.
Fucking clouds in the way.
We are ready.
Just keep the forces together.
Ready for battle. March.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, let's take a look around. What's around the corner here?
Footsteps. Moving
I live to serve Pharaoh.
Alright. I think we're safe to force march these guys.
As you request. We cannot wait.
Might as well cover more ground if we can.
Ready. Press on. As you request. We cannot wait.
I mean, these armies are pretty vulnerable to being ambushed, if they were ambushed, but
Gathering wood.
I think they'll be pretty safe here. It doesn't look like there's anybody in the area, and keeping them together should keep them safe. And these two can head for this settlement. These three can come to there. So that looks pretty good. How are things looking over here? These guys slipped behind us, eh?
Speak. I'm listening.
What can I do for
What's
Egypt?
available for mercenaries here? Not much. Yeah, just filling in the rosters with mercenary troops
My lord.
for now.
Ready for battle. What can I do for Egypt?
Now let's move to there, and we should be able to attack that next turn.
Your next
Just want to
command,
get a
my
little bit of
lord.
replenishment here for these units. We should fall back and get rid of this force.
Ready for battle.
As you request.
We fight for you, my lord.
The thing I'm worried about though is that they're gonna withdraw
Speak. I'm listening.
and withdraw beyond our movement.
March.
Though maybe we can push them this way. Ah shit, you know what, I don't
Standing ready.
I don't think they can actually withdraw. I think we've got them in an ambush. And I'm actually gonna auto-resolve this just mainly because that would have been a bit of a clusterfuck to fight. I'm pretty sure we would have won. Pretty confident that we would have won, but it just would have been kind of a pain in the ass.
On the move.
And then we can finish them off with the other army there.
I live to serve. Run them through.
Alright.
On the move, my lord.
We are ready.
So we can force march you.
need to
Yeah,
move.
perfect. Get you in there.
Speak. I'm
A little
listening.
extra replenishment. And let's reduce that upkeep cost.
We fight
And
for
then
you,
you,
my
sir,
lord.
move to there.
Advance.
And we'll just pick up a couple more troops.
Ready for further orders.
Fill this guy out.
It is an honor
And
to
the
serve.
fleet. What do we got here? Got an admiral there.
Yes. Blockading.
Oh man. Alright, I think I'm just gonna
Forming a
blockade them
blockade.
there. And
Ready for orders. Put your backs into it.
we can actually get these guys over here too.
We still have a win. Your orders. Sun
Shit, the odds are the same, eh?
Forming a blockade! What can I do for Egypt?
Alright, let's just quickly... check things out here. Oh, actually, let's just double check that we don't have slums anywhere. Want to build there, but check for the slums first. Ah, shit, we gotta repair those. There's a spot where we would get slums. God dang, we got a lot of provinces. Still got tons of building to do though. Let's build that up, and let's build that as well. Alright. Where the fuck were we here? There we go.
How can I assist, Pharaoh? Set up a blockade!
Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. We'll just keep it a short and sweet stream today. Tomorrow will be a longer stream. We're gonna go for 4 or 5 hours tomorrow and just see if we can finish that Warhammer 2 stream. Just wanted to have a nice, relaxed Egypt campaign here, just a little bit of Rome 2. Probably be a little while before we come back to this campaign, but there's not a lot left here. I feel like if I rush, we should be able to finish this in the next stream if I pick up the pace a little bit. I mean, you know, I've been saying that for the last couple streams, but we're inching towards full map completion. We've almost got Britain now, and we've almost got things secured in the far east. Pushing this way. Chris Fuller says, peace brother. Thank you, sir. Thanks for being here, guys. Apologize for being a little bit shorter tonight, but there's a couple things that I gotta go take care of after I finish up here. But yeah, glad to see everyone out. We had a lot of fun in the chat earlier, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more of the end times. It should be the last bit of the Karl Franz campaign. Have a great night, guys. Ragnarok signing out for now.